What's up, YouTube? Peace and blessings to the family. Everybody out there who's listening to this video right now, I appreciate it like always. I always say, that I basically just do this just to spread, knowledge and get things off my chest. So if it's helping people and it's helping you in the process, that's everything that I could ask for and more. And basically, I'm just gonna jump right in. This is just a topic that I feel like is important. It's something that I want to talk about. Basically, that's what all my voice memos are. Just things that I feel like are really important, and I want to get it out there so that I could listen to it later. Um, and also, when it's something helpful, I like to share it. So this is about the natal chart. I know a lot of people know about the natal chart, and a lot of people don't know about the natal chart. This will be a quick video, so I'm not going to be too long-winded with it. I just want to get to the core of the importance of this natal chart that I am discovering. And I feel like this is just really, really a gem when it comes to navigating the physical world and living in this matrix that we live in. It's essential to know this natal chart. What the natal chart is, for those who don't know, is an astrology chart, and it basically shows you yourself, and it shows you yourself through 12 different perspectives. And the 12 is such a spiritual number. Of course, this is a spiritual modality, something that deals with, spirituality. Um, but it basically shows you these 12 different um, zodiac signs, that we know of, and it shows you how these energies plays out within your life, um, and using these energies. Okay, and so I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but 12 is just really a spiritual number. 12 zodiac signs, 12 apostles. It's always 12, 12. 12 is really a spiritual number. To me, they go hand in hand. But anyway, the natal chart has the ability to show you who you are, your self personality, the things you find worth in, your career style, how you like to work, when you need alone time, when you need to be more social. And mind you, I'm telling you, this is what the natal chart can show you. I think it's really important that we transcend a certain notion of allowing things to define us, because I think we get caught up in things that we feel like define us, when ultimately you define yourself, and you use everything else as tools. If you're defining yourself, that's perfect. But if you're allowing a certain object or a certain horoscope or a certain religion or a certain modality to just control you to where you don't know how to move unless you're consulting that modality, I think that could be a little toxic in my opinion. But I think when you discover that you can use certain spiritual tools and modalities to your advantage in order to make things smoother or to go to flow with the energy more easy, then I think that's what we should all be doing with things. So basically, with this natal chart, it allows you to really understand certain things from a different energetic standpoint and to really pinpoint what's going on or when something may go on. Again, it's not like telling you your destiny and this is not how things will play out. It's just allowing you to get a better understanding of that energetic world, that inner world that we all have, and it's unseen. It deals with the emotions, it deals with your feelings, it deals with your thoughts, it deals with spirituality. It's the unseen realm, it's the spiritual realm, it's the opposite of the physical. So this chart has the ability to really show you that inner world in a more physical way, and I think that's the most helpful part about it. Now we do have other things out there. You got religion that can show you more aspects about yourself. You got classes. You got certain careers. You got certain animals that even it goes deep as to what can help you discover more about yourself. Because literally, I feel like Earth is um, a mystery school is what I feel like, and it's a place where we're just here to learn, and everything can teach us. Basically, everything is like a divinatory tool, basically that could give you a message at any given time. Um, and so I feel like that with astrology too. It's specifically the natal chart. And I'm gonna be bringing out a lot more of like content here on my Instagram channel and my YouTube that I'm gonna be sharing just because I just want to share these things and like I said, get them out there. But it's so deep how far it can go. Um, so that's what I really want to show people. I'm discovering so many things from who I am as a person on a physical level and on a spiritual level. I'm discovering like my spirit team, you know. I'm discovering who I am on a spiritual level, my spiritual identity. I'm discovering my energetic powers, my psychic powers. I'm discovering what I'm good at on a physical level, what works best for me on a physical level. I'm discovering even my relationship style, you know. So it's like the list goes on and on and on. And as we know, we're infinite beings, so knowledge is always going to be around. So even if you check out my recent video about, you know, digging deeper and not staying on the surface, that's what I'm also saying here. Knowledge is always going to be around, and you could just really be floating out here. But I feel like the natal chart allows you to go deeper into to parts of yourself that may need healing right now, that may need to be balanced, that just may need awareness. Um, that's the part that I really enjoy about the natal chart, and I enjoy about what it's showing me because it's essentially showing me my shadow self and showing me the things that I need to basically work on, but I may be unconsciously unaware of that. Okay, so just the fact of even being aware of something that you you felt was going on, but you didn't know with your mind what exactly it was. So you felt it with your heart, but you couldn't really tell, you know, because you were just unconscious of it. You know, you had no way of really knowing. But I think astrology allows you to get that more inside scoop. You can look up your natal chart, which shows you um, your your birth information from when you first were born, you know, and you can look that up on sites out there. You can Google it. If you really need more information, you can hit me up on the comments. But you can also look into transit reports, which show you what's going on real time today. And then you can also go on to more charts, like a progress chart, which is showing you how things are playing out at your current age. You know, it's so deep, you know, it's so much information and it's so much knowledge that you can gain from this. You really are doing yourself, in my opinion, a disservice if you don't understand this stuff. It's all free game, it's free knowledge. So I think that's really important. And mind you, this is using the stars, okay? This isn't pseudo, this isn't um something that you should demonize or anything like that. Kind of let those thoughts subside for now, and realize in a more practical sense that this is just a study of the stars, okay? Because we know there's a Pluto out there, we know there's a sun out there, we know there's a moon out there, we know there's a Jupiter, all right? And these aspects connect to us in more ways than we know, unless we know, okay? We know there's a Mercury out there, which is your communication style in astrology. Okay. We know there's a moon, like I said, which is your emotions. We know there's a sun, which is how your awareness is and who you are, your self identity. You know, it's you as a star, literally. So I hope I didn't really like lose anybody, but anybody that's catching this message, I'm sure to resonate, and it's what you will need to hear. Um, So yeah, and I'll be back with more information on this, but I just wanted to kind of touch on that because I'm looking at my solar return chart for this year, and it's just really giving me so much insight as to why I've been kind of feeling a certain way and the things that I've been going through. It just helps me validate it more. I feel like I'm very in tune with myself already, in tune with my intuition. I really know how to listen to my inner guidance. But there are still those times where you don't really know what's going on, and you really got to dig deep in order to get the answers. And yeah, just really good when you can pinpoint something through the stars, you know? To me, that's really like, that's mind blowing because I believe, like, 3 or 4 years ago, you couldn't have told me anything like this. It wouldn't, I wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't even knew how to believe it. So, yeah, it's just interesting. So I felt like I needed to share this. But I appreciate you guys listening. Peace.